I don't have my headphones with the little microphone, so we're gonna have to deal with this awful audio, but I just wanted to talk to myself for a little bit because 2 days ago I had to talk to myself about falling in love with the idea of someone, and I'm still thinking about it. Like, the thought is not going away, and I don't know if it's partially because I have been eating really badly this week, and eating badly does like fuck up hormones and makes me feel a lot more like depressed and shit. But I just really want what Broski gave me. Like, it's moments like this where I want someone like him, and it's just I'm not I'm not in the best mental headspace, and partially I think that is because I've not been eating healthily, because I've just not been bothered to cook. Um, so it's kind of hitting a little hard right now, where it's not even necessarily him that I'm missing, it's the feelings that he gave me. Which, as I said in the last video, it will take a while to get over that stuff. Like, and to just be okay with it. But it's just, it's times like this where I need someone like him to just tell me that I'll be good and that I can get through it. It's times like this where I really would love someone to just sit there and be like, hey, I know you don't want to cook, but go and cook yourself a meal because you know you need to. Like, you know it's better if you cook yourself a meal than if you just eat some random bullshit. God. And I don't have anyone who can do that for me. I really don't. Which is why I didn't know how much that sort of dynamic mattered to me until it was gone. But it really matters, and it's really something I need. And I really want that. And today, well, I say today, I mean like just now, is when it's really hitting me that I would really like someone to be able to do that for me. And you know, okay, so I'm strictly a long-term dater, right? I I don't want to date you and get romantically attached to you unless like the the hope of being married is there, because there's not very much point in dating otherwise, I don't think. But that's just me personally. Obviously I don't care if other people blah blah blah. But just for me, there's no reason for me to get into a short-term relationship, because I'm just gonna get attached to the person and then be hurt by the end of it. Wait, I need to blow my nose. And yeah, um, there's not much point in me dating short term, but the the amount of like reliance basically that I developed for this specific dynamic over the course of 5 days has affected me so fucking much, right? Um, so I'm contemplating just like trying to like, I don't know, match with people on dating apps, and just be very clear that like I mean, if they're short term, right? Because if they're long term, then I'd obviously try and pursue that as a real long term thing. But if someone's only doing short term, it's like, hey, I'm okay with you only doing short term so long as you can be this exact thing for me. And I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm most definitely gonna sit on it for a while, because beginning of last week, I felt like really unhinged because I saw that fucking guy be like, oh my god, I want a sub girlfriend or whatever on Bumble. And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, you're ballsy. Like, I wish I could be that ballsy. To state what I want in so little words. Uh, and like, that low key inspired me to be a bit more ballsy, like, in terms of saying what I want from someone, like, on my dating profiles. Um, but I sat on it for a long while because it's like, if you share too much information, then it's like, it's opening yourself up to vulnerability and getting exploited, right? So I sat on it for like a week and a half, and then I felt comfortable enough to be like, yep, I can do this now. I'm ready to do this now. And I don't know if it's gonna be that sort of thing. I mean, I guess it's something that I can take back at any moment, I guess, but the reliance on that sort of dynamic is what really like is fucking me over, because I really want that dynamic. Like, now that it's like it feels like an addiction for me, right? Like, now that I had a small taste of what it could be, and of how much like I felt better in the confines of that dynamic, like, I just want it now, because I know that that's where I felt my most comfortable my entire life, and I want it, and I want to experience it. But it's obviously very hard to, and everything. But I want I want to be able to explore a little bit, even with people that are only for short term, like. But then again, it's like, if you're only for short term, would I get way too overly reliant on that? Possibly, you know? So, I don't know. I really don't know. I think I probably will end up doing it. I'm just trying to seek that out somehow. Fuck. Because I just want it. I miss what he gave me, not necessarily him, but he's the only person that I know that has the capability to give me that dynamic, which is also why I attach that to him. But I'm not necessarily missing him, I'm missing what he gave me. Yeah. Or am I just being delusional? And do I still miss him? I do still miss him to some extent. But then, do I miss him because I miss him, or do I miss him because I miss the dynamic? That's again another question. And all of them are very hard to try and decipher. The audio was probably so shit on this. But yeah, I needed to talk about it because even though I don't have my little microphone, I had to. I don't care how bad the audio is. I needed to talk, so I talked. Okay, bye bye then.